Today we're doing a shootout again between the Rode Procaster and the Rode PodMic, and I'll explain why. Let's do it. Welcome back to the channel, folks. This is Shane. So a little while back, I was in a position where I needed a third podcasting microphone. And a little while back, after I bought the PodMic, I did a comparison between the Procaster, which I'm speaking into right now, and the PodMic. And there wasn't a huge difference. And the difference really didn't justify the extra $50 in most people's opinions. A lot of people went for the PodMic and they said, man, I'm loving this microphone. So thank you for all the feedback on that. But there's one thing I didn't know. The Rode Procaster I had was actually faulty. And I didn't know this because I had nothing to compare it to. I went into a shop that I usually go into to buy this kind of stuff, and I got chatting to the staff, and they sort of were pushing me to go for the Procaster over the PodMic. And I thought, because I was getting a pretty decent deal in there, I thought I'd just get the Procaster and I'd be sorted. And that way, if I have two people in the room, I have two, higher quality microphones that I can use, and they match. I know that's a little bit shallow as well, but I wanted them to look the part as well. So I opted to go for the Procaster. Part of me was just thinking, go for the PodMic. It's a great sounding microphone. And when I do need a fourth mic, I'll be buying another one of these PodMics. So don't think I don't like these. But this brings me to my point. When I compared the Procasters, they were infinitely different to each other. You might remember on my last video of the Procaster, I was saying stuff like, man, the plosives are horrible. It had sort of like a bit of a MIDI sort of sound to it. And I noticed when I got over to the new microphone, the proximity effect was back, which is that big round sort of chesty sound that doesn't seem as apparent on the PodMic. Now, I've got these going through a couple of different signal chains right now, all set up exactly the same way. So what you're hearing is a very accurate representation now of how different these microphones can sound to each other, but they still both sound great. In the first video shootout I did, I actually preferred the PodMic because it didn't have the plosives issue that my original Procaster had. Now this one sounds a whole lot nicer. It doesn't, even with this wind filter thing on the front, it's not booming like it did before, but it still has that nice warm full sound and also being highly detailed on the top end. If you are interested in either of these microphones, I'll leave some links in the description below and you can check them out as well. They help support the channel at no extra cost to you, so thank you so much. And I want to also thank Rode for sending out a third microphone that I could use to compare them all. And it was evident that one microphone, the original Procaster I had, was a dud compared to the other two. It wasn't even close, so I sent that one back. They let me keep this new one as a warranty exchange, and that was it. So yeah, I'm pretty wrapped. So let me know what you think of the new shootout and how they compare, at least in terms of audio. If you are wondering what I've got the microphones plugged into back there, I've got them plugged into the Behringer Ultra Gain Pro and then going into the MDX 2600 Composer, which is like a processing unit. I haven't got the audio gated or anything like that, but I am using the expander. The expander is the secret weapon to podcasts, and I'm going to do a video follow-up about that. So stay tuned, and if you're not subscribed already, you found the video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Links to all this stuff will be in the description. Catch you soon. See ya.